Okay, this is Lance over here at M1. I'm showing you a Pfister stem unit. I'm going to show you how to rebuild it. First, we're going to take the screw off. Pop that sucker off of there. You can rebuild these instead of buying new if your stem is still in good shape. So I remove that. Then, second, you use 2 wrenches, one on the big nut and another one on the small nut to relieve the pressure on the packing nut. And sometimes it is really hard to get off until you break it loose. Okay, it was leaking out of there really bad. You can tell it needed new packing. So we're going to take your stem. Sometimes it doesn't want to twist, so you use your pair of pliers and try to twist it out of there. Come on, baby. You can turn. There we go. And as you can see, these threads right here are somewhat still in good shape. If you were to look at those threads, they're still in somewhat good shape. So they're okay. I mean, the stem is old. I do see signs of wear on there. You could get another time out of this. It's up to you. Take this apart. You can either use a screwdriver to pop out the old packing, or they make these picks that we sell at the shop, as long as also all the parts to pull out the old packing. That's the old packing. So here's your new packing. Clean all that up. First thing you want to make sure you do is you're going to put grease on this thing. On the inside of it, some on the bottom, a little bit on the top, but mainly on the inside. You're going to put it back inside there. What I like to do, once I get it inside there, I like to put a little bit more grease inside there. Tighten down the nut. Take your packing nut, put it on top there. Now, you can take your stem and push it through there. That's why you got to grease it up really well, so it'll pop through there. And then, I always put a little bit of grease on these threads here. Thread it back down in. Sorry about that, but you know, it's kind of hard to do that, showing it that way. New bib washer. Make sure the lettering goes on the inside. I also got a new bib screw. And then a lot of guys use Teflon tape. You're not supposed to. If you actually look at the stem, it actually had one of these washers in there. And they don't know that that washer is your cap seal gasket between the two brasses, so they don't weld themselves shut. So, if you don't have the bonnet washer, we do have extra ones at the shop. Now the stem is rebuilt and ready to install. Also make sure, as bad as this was, to change your seats, because it looks like the seats were bad in this valve as well. And the seats are available to buy. At the shop, the seats will look like this. Your old one might be all chewed apart, and that's why it's chewing up the washers. Okay, that's how you rebuild a Pfister stem or any common old style compression style stem that has a packing and a bib washer and a seat. Alright, parts are available at the shop.